Next tool is called PBProtect, and as it says on the screen, it's a protection against decompiler. So as you may know, many technologies like PowerBuilder, Java, or .NET can be decompiled. You can see free tools on the web, you download them, and as soon as you get an executable copy of your PowerBuilder application, you use this decompiler and you produce a clear copy of the source code, exactly the same one that you developed, except there will not be the comment, which of course opens the possibility for unauthorized manipulation. If that's a commercial application, people may try to crack your software protection. If it's an in-house application, they might change the code to do whatever unauthorized transaction they would like to. So if you want to avoid or remove this possibility, you might choose to use PBProtect. It will just make decompiled code impossible to use and impossible to understand. So anyone who would reverse engineer your code, would decompile your code, would end up with something that is impossible to use and understand. It would not be able to do anything with that. Basically, PBProtect does not change the original source code. You just take your original source code, you use PBProtect to generate an additional copy, an alternate copy, which is for PowerBuilder exactly equivalent, except that for a human being it's impossible to understand this alternate copy. And this alternate copy is the one that you will compile and deploy. So with this second copy, you will produce an executable file that can still be decompiled, but the result of the decompilation is just useless. As a result, PBProtect has no impact on the maintenance because you still have your clear development copy before you process it with PBProtect and deploy it. And it also has no impact on execution time because for PowerBuilder, as I said, it's exactly equivalent. There's no change, no additional process, whatever. If you want to learn more about this, again, you can visit the website, and we will also host a webinar about this very soon. If you want to subscribe to the PowerBuilderTV website offers a subscription where you will be informed month by month of all the new webinars coming up. Third tool is Visual Guard. That's a product managing security in the application. What I mean by security is who can enter the application, what is this person allowed to do once he entered the application, and who did what in the past in the application. So authentication, permission, and auditing. First of all, you will manage both user account and user authentication, which means you will define user account, groups, etc. Then, by implementing Visual Guard, you will also automatically implement user authentication feature to identify which user is entering the application and who has the possibility, the right to enter the application. This solution supports both username, password, account, and Windows account. So username, password is the type of account you would create on the fly or that the user can create by himself. And Windows account is something that has been created by the Windows administrator in Active Directory, and that you will reuse here as a way to identify the user. If you use a Windows account, or more generally, you have the possibility to provide the user with only one account, and then he will be able to access all the applications of your company, of your organization. If you use Windows account, then you also have the possibility to implement single sign-on, which means the user will log once maybe at the beginning of the day to enter his Windows session, and then anytime he will open an application, the rest will be automatic. He will not be requested for his credentials again. It's just either this Windows account has the right to enter the application or not. But the rest is automatic. As soon as he opens an application, the application is running without requesting anything. Secondly, as I said, we manage permissions to define who can do what, basically in the application. I'll show you an example just after that. And finally, you have the possibility to keep track and review who did what in the application. That's what we call the auditing. Few words, we support most PowerBuilder version as well as Java, .NET, C++ technology, which means that you have the possibility to federate to group the security of all your application portfolio within one system. So you will maintain only one user list, either within Active Directory or in your database with username, password, account, but that's only one list for all the application and all the technologies. And on the other hand, the administrator will have a global overview of all the user plus all the application and who can access what, no matter the type of user or the type of technology for the application. Quick example again. So I have the same sample application here, except that this one I would like to use my Windows account. I'm logged with an account called Christophe Dufourmontel, which is my name. If I try to enter, I'm not already registered here, so the administrator must first declare, reuse my Windows account and declare it within the list of users who can access the application. So I'm launching a console, an administration console to do that. In this console here, I see the sample application with the list of users in which I will add a Windows account, my account. This window is here to browse Active Directory. It's in French, but it's normal because I'm logged in the French domain here. So I'm searching in the entire directory for any Windows account starting with Chris something. Okay, that's me. So now I've retrieved the ID of this user account within Visual Guard. Now I just have to grant a role or several roles to this application. So this is the list, here we are. This is the list of roles that we have for this application, and I want this account to log as a sales manager. So it's just a drag and drop, save it, and that's it. Now this user has the possibility to enter this application with this role. And if I come back to the same logon windows here, that's it. I'm in the application, so this is the application, that's me, and that's my role. If I have a look here at the window, unlike the one we saw previously, I have less possibilities. For example, I cannot open this tab page, I cannot enter those fields, it's read-only. So it also applied the permissions or the restrictions associated with the role. Now, I'm going to show you how we can do if we want to create a new permission and grant this permission to the account. Let's say that in this case, I want to hide this tab page instead of disabling only the tab page. So I'm come back to the console, opening the list of permissions related to the employee. I will add a new one that I will name hide professional data, like this. And I will define, this is just a text for the administrator to understand what the permission is about. Now I need to define a technical action for Visual Guard to understand that he must hide this tab page here. So to do that, I will use the same tool that we used before, selecting this object and then clicking this button, which in the console has opened a tree view. As you can see, this is my window, tab folder, tab page. So here it goes. When I define the technical action, I will say that whenever this window will open, I will send an order to this tab page, and the order is please hide yourself, like this. That's it. The permission is defined. As you can see, I did not change the code of my application. The permission is defined outside of the application and stored within Visual Guard, and Visual Guard will apply it dynamically. I just have now to grant this new permission to the sales manager.